Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Lee and I come from Bukit Mentajam. Right now I'm staying in Johor in Kluang, and welcome to my channel. We are now at lesson 34, first video. So you know by now I am sure you know that we are actually doing this book, my level 2. Level 3, I'm halfway through. Actually level 1, I use totally English. But then I have subscribers and buyers, those people who bought my books. They requested that I use both languages, English and Bahasa Melayu, for my next book, level 2, which is presently the one I'm uploading. And I agreed. I said okay, no problem. So for this book, there's a special feature that is this book is written in 2 languages. Of course, only the explanation part. The exercise, no. The exercise is actually, this is actually English grammar. So I set the questions using 100% English. It's only the explanation part. I use both languages, English and Bahasa Melayu. And my third book, I'm halfway through. My third book is totally in English. Why? Because those people who requested me to use English and Bahasa Melayu, they are still following. I'm sure they are following my videos, and they have already bought my book, this level 2. So I believe that by the end of this course, that means by the end of lesson 40, if you know about this book, the content of this book, 40 lessons altogether. So I'm sure that by the time we finish this book, I'm sure the buyers and the subscribers who requested for English and Bahasa Melayu, I think by the time we finish this book, they will be very good already. So they won't be depending so much on explanation using Bahasa Melayu. I'm sure they can already. So I use 100% English, so that they can start following in English, and I think it will be a wonderful idea. They just follow the English version. And of course my videos are done in 3 languages, in English, in Bahasa Melayu, and in Mandarin. So actually learners or subscribers or people who view my videos, they can actually choose. They can either watch 3 languages, 3 versions, or they can choose whichever language they want. They can choose Mandarin, they can choose English, they can choose Bahasa Melayu. Because each time I upload 3 languages, so it's it's easy and very convenient for those who want to learn English using the language that they are familiar with. Okay, so as we all know, what I'm doing is this book which I published, level 2, actually I've sold quite a lot, and what I'm doing is I'm uploading every lesson, every question, every page in my channel, so that those people who have bought my books can at least have someone to guide them, have me to guide them, explain to them, teach them how to do it, so that if in the event they find the back answers and their own answers are different, they can at least watch my videos and understand better. This is my most important aim of uploading my videos of the book which I have published, totally grammar, 100% grammar. Okay, so we are now at lesson 34. The topic is question words. Words that we use to create questions. So you can see all in capital letters, all the W, and that means to say they are used in the beginning of the question. So as you know, who is for people, which is for animals and things. So let me read to you. Exercise 1, number 1. Who went to the staff room just now? Of course, went means a person. Okay, staff room is a place where teachers work. So of course people, it's understandable that it's people who went to the staff room. Second one, which of these belts do you want to buy? Belt. Belt is a thing, therefore we use which. Number 3, who wants to go to the library with me? With me. I'm a person, so I will ask who. That means another person who can come with me. Okay. Number 4, who is the cleverest student in your class? Person we use who. And which of these novels is the most interesting? Novel is a thing, is a book, so we use which. So which of these novels is the most interesting? Who can help me to carry the box to the classroom? Person. Which person can help me? Or if I say which person, then I may confuse, so I say who. Okay. For people we use who. Which cat belongs to Mina? Cat is an animal, so we use which. Which car in this showroom is the most expensive? Car. Car is a thing, so thing we use which, we cannot use who. And who lives in that big house on top of the hill? Only people live in houses, therefore the answer is who. So actually this exercise, as long as you know the meaning, is quite simple. Which answer is the best answer? Which answer is the correct one? Okay. Exercise 2. Fill in the blanks with whom or whose. So you might be wondering the difference between whom and who. Actually they are the same. They are the same. That is why I really believe that it will be very, if it is objective and you have whom and who, I think it will be a bit confusing because both can be used. The only difference and the only special feature is what I'm going to tell you now. Usually, I will say not usually, I will say that who can be used for speaking, for writing. Is very wide, the uses of who. As long as people, we can use who. But whom is used in formal writing. For speaking, actually, I think we seldom use whom for speaking. For speaking, most of the time we use who. Whom is for writing. Formal language, we use whom. But of course, we can also use who. Another special feature about whom is the last word is a preposition. Example with, to, from, for, by, about. Preposition, the last word is a preposition. So that we use whom. In case you want to, in case you see, you are given a choice of who or whom. So how are you going to differentiate? For me, I will do that. I see that there's a to, from, by, for, about. Last word, I straight away choose whom. Okay, although it's not wrong to say who, that's the thing. So I would say that if you are given objective questions, I don't see this thing happening, whereby A is who, B is whom. But then of course you can identify, like I told you. If really A is who, B is whom, then you just look at what I told you just now. If the last word is a preposition, to, from, for, about, by, with, then you choose whom. If not, choose who. Okay, that will be what that's what I would do. Okay, but I will say that the chances that objective you are given who and whom, really I don't think there's such a thing. Okay, all right. Number 1, whom do you go shopping with? Can you hear me reading with? So because with is a preposition, so your answer is whom. Okay. Of course, this is easy because there are only 2 choices, either whom or which, or whose, you see. Whom and whose, both are for people. Okay, the only difference is that this one is actually means who. Whose is belonging to someone is called whose. So number 2, whom shall I discuss the problem with? Again, you hear the word with, preposition. Therefore, it is safe to use the word whom. As I told you before, whom is more for writing than for speaking. I think you hardly hear people speaking using the word whom, unless the person is talking in very formal language or very formal atmosphere. Probably he might use the word whom, otherwise no. Number 3, whose bicycle did you borrow? I think you know the meaning, right? Number 4, whose rabbit is eating the carrot? That means the rabbit belongs to who? Okay, whose rabbit? Number 5, whom was the principal talking to? Can you see as I read, the last word is to. So to, by, for, from, with. All these are called prepositions. So the last word is a preposition. We can quite safely say you use the word whom. Okay. Where am I actually? Whom was the principal talking to? Whose calculator is that on the table? Okay, whose calculator? And whom did Mr. Ng discuss? Whom did Mr. Ng have dinner with? Again, you see the word with. To, from, for, about, by. The last word of the question. Then you can simply use the word whom. Okay? And whose sister is working as a clerk in that office? Okay? And the last one, number 9. Whom did you buy these mangoes from? The last word is from, for, about, by, to, with prepositions. So you can safely use the word whom. You can safely use the word whom. Okay? So as I mentioned just now, we usually use whom for writing and we use it for formal writing. Okay? For speaking, we normally don't use the word whom, we just say who. Okay, so who is very wide. You can use for writing, you can use for speaking. But whom is very formal, so we use for writing. And another special feature is that when you use whom, the last word is a preposition. It's another feature which will help you to identify whether you use who or whom in case there is a choice. They want you to say either who or whom, then that's the only way. Exercise 3. Fill in the blanks with what, when, where. So you know. I'm sure you know. Okay, when is the time? Where is the place? Okay, so as I mentioned just now, as long as you understand the question, you can just select the answer. This is nothing much. This is not nothing, you know, I would say this is not an exercise where you need grammar analysis, analyze from the grammar point. Actually, understanding the question would enable you to select the answer or write the answer. Important is you understand what the meaning of the sentence is or the question is. So number 1, what is your grandfather eating? A bowl of porridge. Answer is given, is a bowl of porridge. So I ask you what is the name of the food? Number 2, where does Amina live in Taman Desa? You live, of course you live in a place. Here the answer is given Taman Desa. Therefore I would say where. Just like usually when we talk to people, we like to know where they stay, where they come from. So you usually see when I introduce myself, I tell you straight away, I come from Bukit Mentajam. Other people will say, hey, where does she come from? Where does she live? Where is she staying? You know, people are curious. So when a place is given already, then it's understandable that the question should be where. So that I can tell you, oh, Taman, where, or which town, okay? What is the time now? 8 o'clock. If you want to know the time, you use what? What is the time now, okay? When are the students visiting the museum? In November. The time is given, November. So when? It answers the question when. Okay, just like I ask you, when is your birthday? Or when do you have piano classes? When do you go and play badminton? It's all when. So it's either Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or it's January, February, March, or it's the year 2024, 2025, 2021. So you see that it answers the answer is given to you the month. Therefore, it's understandable that you should say when. Because time is given. When is a question we use? When is a word we use to ask questions about something happening on the day, in the week, in the month, or in the year, or even in the century. Okay? What is your favorite food? Chicken rice. The answer is given. The name of the food is chicken rice. Therefore, I ask you what? What is the name of the food? Chicken rice. So the question is what? When is Khalid's birthday? On 24th July. The date is given. So when the date is given, you know that we are asking when. So the answer is just when. It's that simple. Where are you going? To the bakery. The answer given is to a place. Bakery. Therefore, the question that we need to ask is when. When we want to know the place, we use where. Okay? What does your kitten like to drink? Milk. The name of the drink, milk. The name of the food, you use what? You want to know the name is what? Even a person, you know, what is your name? What is her name? What is his name? So we just ask what when we want to know the name. Where is the best place to have a meal? Warung Pak Mile. Place. It does not matter whether it's a taman, place, or a restaurant. Where is the restaurant? Where? Where is the best place? So the best place is this restaurant. Okay, so as long as you want to know a place, okay, you need to use the word where to ask. And the last question, what is your uncle's occupation? A mechanic. So when you ask people their occupation, when you ask people what work they do, you ask what work do you do? What do you do? What is your occupation? You see, some people may even ask what is your work. But I will say what is your job? So again, you use the word what. Alright, so I have done 3 exercises. Exercise 1, 2, and 3. Remember that who is for people, whom is for people, whose is for people. So what feature do you see? O, people. Which is used for animals and things. And then what means you want to know the name, or what somebody is doing, action, activity, we use what. And then we use when to know the time, whether it's a day, month, year, as long as you want to know, or even the date, like just now 24 July, you have to use when. And then where, of course, is the place. It could be a restaurant, it could be a cinema, it could be a lake, a river, a mountain, it could be a state, it could be a town, it could be a residential area, it could be a country. It still answers the question. We still use the word where to ask. Alright, so the next 3 exercises will be exercise 4, 5, and 6. And that would be the end of lesson 34. So lesson 34, you expect 2 videos from me. I'm not able to finish all. You can see here. There, we have a total of 20. I just discussed 28 questions with all of you. So if I continue with 4, 5, and 6, it will be 60 to 70 questions, which I think is not necessary to do that. Okay? And let us see. whether I'm free tomorrow. If I am, I will upload the next video. If not, then perhaps Sunday or Monday, where I have a bit more extra time. Fridays and Saturdays are very busy for me, so I don't know whether I can take up the time. I will try. If I can, I will try, because I would like to finish this lesson, not to do it halfway, you know, and then wait for 2-3 days and then another half comes in. I hope that, you know, it will be a continuation. So because I'm in Johor, Friday is a public holiday. Saturdays, of course, the whole country will rest. So I have many classes actually on Fridays, because students don't need to go to school on Fridays and Saturdays, so they prefer to come for tuition because they are more relaxed. They can, you know, Mondays to Thursdays, they might be involved in school activities, they might have to stay back in school, or they might be very tired after school, so they will prefer like a weekend. So we have students who, you know, Fridays and Saturdays, Fridays they may have around 3 classes, 3 tuition classes in different places, and Saturday as well. So that means the whole week they are actually occupied. So when they are free to come for tuition, it is a time we are busy. Okay, because we have to teach. And I will try, see what happens. We'll see. So, as usual, if you are interested to buy my book, if you want to listen, you want to learn some oral English, you can go to my TikTok or my Instagram. Okay? And I mentioned before, if you have a group of people or several groups of people in your area, and you would like to invite me or request me to go to your place to have classes, it's okay with me. You have to discuss with me through my WhatsApp. And then of course the number of students is important. We need to have the numbers, and of course you have to pay for the fees. I will calculate based on the cost and the number of people. And of course, if individually, or you and a friend, or you and a sibling, then of course you can always request for online classes online. So I can conduct classes online as well. But if there are many students in a certain area, especially like school teachers, if you organize during the school holidays and you like me to go over to teach, I'm willing to try. I'm willing to do it. Okay, so thank you for watching. Remember to give me a like, share and subscribe, and I will see you again in the next video, hopefully tomorrow. Okay, good night everyone.